A 37-year-old franchise will be reborn when Mad Max Fury Road comes to theaters. Tom Hardy reprises the role that made Mel Gibson famous. Charlize Theron and Nicholas Hoult co-star. George Miller, director of the first trilogy, is behind the camera once again.
If you make a movie like this, you have to go old school, it has to be real. It's not a green screen movie.
It has waves of psychoanalytical undertones from discussion prior to writing it, and I think what George has done is simplified that into a very, well, things that are complex simplified is a hard job, and he has done made it a really epic action movie.
In this wasteland, I am the one who runs from both the living and the dead.
The movie is very much about survival and how we find ourselves in circumstances, and you have to kind of pick yourself up by your bootstraps and keep going.
A man reduced to a single instinct.
Characters trying to run towards things, trying to want to run away from things, and it all takes place on the run in a massive chase, so that you're learning about the characters as you go and starting to understand what everyone's about.
It is by my hand you arise!
It was amazing. Like, we got to go through, we did a few months of rehearsal and got to work with really incredible people and learn a lot about women and ourselves.
From the ashes of this world!
I think it's incredible. I mean, where do you ever see something like this? There's nothing else like this. This is incredible. It was the most fun to shoot.
There are some amazing female roles in this film, and we're all so different, you know. You're right, with the wives, they are purity, and they are hope, and they are nurture, and they are that, and they stand out as that. They really pop out in film.
We are not things. We are not things.
Where is she taking them?
Women have strength in everyday life. People just don't really see it, but we kick some ass in this film.
It's true about film in general, that it really is like holding up a mirror to society and looking at things that are really truly happening, and I think George is very in tune with that as a filmmaker.
He initially kind of invented the road chase movie.
I want them back! They're my property!
What I loved about how we went about it was that George was brave enough to not just make her this heroic warrior that was going to save these girls and save the world, but it really was sometimes very driven by selfish, emotional needs.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
What George wanted to create was something that was going across multiple departments, you know, both from the design aspects, but also to the driving, from motorbikes to cars, to vehicles, trucks, and then interaction with physical performers on those vehicles.
Want to get through this?
Let's go!
Then he needed his actors to tell a story constantly on the move, so we had to hybrid all three things together, in which case there was no point in leaving the stuntman in the closet.
This one is a Western on wheels, and I think the simplicity of those figures in the landscape in conflict, you know, in a very complex world where we're sort of inundated with data and information, to get a very clear story.
As the world fell, each of us in our own way was broken.
There was a lot about that one turn that I said to George, wow, she just kind of stayed on that road. None of this would have happened. He said, yeah, well, then we wouldn't have a movie.
It was hard to know who was more crazy. Me or everyone else.
A filmmaker sees everything from a different point of view, and it's only recently occurred to me that those two things are the same. I don't think I'd be the same filmmaker had I not been a doctor.